Hello everyone, again welcome to another video. Today we are going to make this DIY fish keychain. I made the pink one. This is pink and gold. I make another one with blue. This side is blue. I make blue over here and use gold on the other side. And I make another one. This is opaque white and black. I put a keychain on it. Very beautiful. And this one is opaque white and orange. I use orange color. This is very beautiful too. So I'm going to teach you how to make one today. Let's get started. I'm going to use 8mm bead over here. This is yellow, and this I'm going to use for the eye. This is what I'm going to use for the eye. Orange color. You can use your own color for the eye. Use a little black ring and a chain. We are going to put on it. We are going to make this. I use 6mm for this one. This one is 8, and I use 6mm bead for this one. I use 6mm. If you can use a smaller bead too, it's fine. It's going to be smaller than this, and this one is 8mm. I'm going to use to teach. This is a ring and a chain that we need. So we complete, we put it on it. This is my fishing line. Today I'm going to use 25-pound beading wire. This is how the thickness is. My nose plier and my cutter. We get some fishing line so we can start. This is my line that I cut, okay? And we are going to start with 6 bead. 6 bead. So we are going to put 6 bead on the line. And we are going to make ring out of this. Just make a little ring with this 6 bead. Like this. Like this. Okay? Now this line, I'm adding 4 bead to the line. Then I'm going to add my eye. You can use your color you want to use for your eye. Black, blue, purple. You can put it on it. So add the eye to the 4 bead that you put on the line. And cross it with the other line. And pull. Like this. Okay. That is the eye over there in the middle. This is how it's looking like. This line into the next bead. And now I'm going to add 3 bead on this one and 1 on the other line. Like this. So I add 3 and 1. And now I'm going to cross. So this is something that you should have. This is how it should look like. This is where your line should be. Okay, this is the eye, and that's my eye over there. And now I'm going to continue. The white part over here I want to create, but with this yellow one I'm going to use black to continue to make mine over here. This white part I'm going to use black color for this yellow one. So on my line, I add 4 black bead, and I'm going to cross my line into the 4th bead and pull. Now I'm going to go through the next 2 bead. I'm going to go through this line, this, and this one. And this line, 3 bead. So now I'm going to go through this bead, only one bead over here. I'm going to pull my line through it, and now with this both line, I'm going to add 2 bead over here, 1 bead over here, like this. 2 and 1. You take one and cross your line into the other one and pull like this. So your line remain in the middle bead like this bead. Over here I'm just gonna tie over here the first tie to make it strong. Then I'm going to go back through the same bead again. I'm just tying, so I want to reposition the line before we continue. So your line should be opposite in that bead. This line, 4 bead. Now we are going to continue this line into the next 2 bead. I'm going to go to 1, these 2 bead. I'm going through the second bead over here, and I'm adding 3 bead to cross and pull this line into the next 2 bead. And I'll be adding 3 bead. Now I'm going to go through the last bead, the last black bead over here, and this line, 3 bead. I'm going to cross. And I'm going to flip it over, and now this line into the next bead. Like this. And I'll be adding 4 bead. I'm going to go through the next 2 bead, this line into the next 2 bead. And add 3 bead. To go through the next 2 again, this and this one. And I'll be adding 3 bead to this line. 3 bead. Over here, I'm going to go through the next bead, this line into the next bead again. Add 4 bead. Now into the next 2 bead. Add 3 bead to the line. 3. I add 3 bead to my right line. Like this. And now I'm going to go through the next bead again. And now I'll be adding, you see this line over here, the tail, I want to use black over here too. So I'm adding 3 beads over here and 1 bead on the other line to create that line over there on the tail. So this is where my line is. Your line should remain in 1 bead like this. Okay. Now I'm adding 5 beads. Add 5 beads to the line. I'm going to go to the next bead. Over here, I'll be adding 3 beads to my right line and 1 to my left line. So in all, I add 4 beads. Bead 1 and cross. Like this. On this line, 4 beads. 1 yellow, 2 black and yellow. And cross. And I'm going to go through the next 2 beads. And I'm adding 3 beads, 2 black and 1 yellow. Because I want the tail, the end to be black, so I'm putting black line on the tail. That's what I'm doing. This line into the next bead. And I'll be adding 3 beads, 2 black and 1 yellow. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to tie over here and make it strong, and make sure I weave the rest of the line into the bead a little bit before I trim it off. So guys, there you have it. One side is completely done. I'm just weaving the rest of the line into the bead over here and trim it off. Just weaving the line into the bead and trim it off. So this is how our fish is looking like. So you can decide to make one like this if you prefer, and put chain on it and hook in your car or keychain, or you make 2 like how I did it. So I make 2 and we are going to put both sides together and join them. If you do want to, it's perfectly fine. You can hang it in your car key, and it looks pretty. So I'm going to show you how we are going to join this together. Put it together, line it, and go through the next 2 beads. I'm going to go through this and this. So I'm adding 1 bead to my line, then I'm going to use the same line into the opposite piece like this. And now I'm going to use another bead to cross both lines into it. And this is how the joining starts looking like. I'm going to go through the next 2 beads, next 2. Next 2 beads, then I'll be crossing my line into a 1 bead again. Crossing both lines into this bead and pull. Now over here, I'm just going to go through only the black bead. I'm going to go through only the black bead, this time not 2 beads, but only the black one. Because this place is narrow, you can go through 2, you can go through only 1. So you add one bead and cross both lines of both of your ends into it and pull like this. Now let's continue with the 2 bead. I'm going to go through 2 and cross it with 1 like this. Let me show you how to do it. Go to 2, cross with 1, 2, you cross 1 into the bead. That is how you are going to join the 2 pieces together. You come to the black, go through only the black bead, then you continue with the 2 again. Over here I'm going to speed up the process a little bit. Take 1 bead, cross both ends of your line into it, go to the next 2 bead, cross both ends of your line into the bead. Now into the next 2 bead, you cross both of your lines into the bead and pull. Over here I'm going to go through only black, only the black bead. Cross into a bead and pull. Into the next 2 bead, cross into the bead and pull. Into the next 2, now I'm using black because I want the mouth to be black. I want the tip of the mouth to be black, the lips, so I'm putting black bead on the lip. You can use your preferred color on the lip too. So continue to do the same until you go around the fish and close it up. But let me show you, this is how it's looking like. Okay, I'm going to close it off camera. Let me show you how we are going to put this ring on it. I have the chain on this. Let me show you how I put it on this and this one too. The same thing we did. So this is my ring and I'm going to put this chain on it. Okay, I have a clasp on it that you can open to hook on the fish. So with this, because it's a little difficult to open, just look for something pointed to stick in it. To open it, then you drop the chain on the tip of your ring like this. Okay, now take it off and just drag the chain around and lock in the middle. It's not gonna go anywhere. Now just hold your clasp and then hook it there. You can hook it on the tail, on the middle, and you can hook it in the mouth too, wherever you prefer. Okay, it's easy and simple. This is how you put the chain on the fish. This is how you hook it. Very, very simple, very easy. So I'm going to just close this one up and show you how it looks like. And this is how it's looking like. The fish is complete. This is beautiful and pretty. Look at how it is. Just hook it in your car, your key holder, wherever you want to use it for. Look at all these colors, these beautiful bright colors. Very, very pretty. Any bead you have in your stash, you can use it to make this. It doesn't take much bead at all. Thank you for watching again, and thank you for spending this time with me. See you again in the next video. Bye.